In Illinois. In southern Illinois, a lot of Illinois is super flat. You would almost never know you were there based on the topography where I am, but that's because southern Illinois is out of the outwash plain and is a lot more exciting. There were two sites I was going to do in southern Illinois. One was at Bellsmith Springs, which is a beautiful natural site. And Mill Creek, which is here on the other side of Vienna. And yes, that's how they pronounce it, Vienna. It is spelled Vienna, but on the other side of Vienna. And this site is, it's a little more industrial. There's a creek coming in here. There's this creek here, which is a little more cloudy. But Nigronia is here. I will probably not end up using the Bellsmith Springs site because in the initial run there were only two individuals that were encountered there, and when I went today there was absolutely no flowing water at all, which will make it really difficult to find them, and probably they're not doing real well. But that could just be a seasonal thing. That may not be changes. So, oh, hey, Sinead and Lucas and Bethany. Oh, glad you're all joining. But we're going to talk a little bit about gear, and then I'm going to head back to collecting and let you watch some stream stuff. So let me just swap the camera. All right, we have a kick screen. This is a net that you just put perpendicular to the flow of the water and then kick up the rocks. This is a D net. It's D-shaped. And hence the name. I know, brilliant. It's got a longer bag so it can catch more, but it can be a little bit harder to use. An advantage of the D-net though is that you can use it in still water, and the kick screen you can really only use in flowing water. And then I've got the microscope where I need to look at all of the organisms, because it turns out that this site has not only Nigronia but also Corydalus cornutus, which is a member of the same order. And the small ones can look very similar, so I'll be sorting those out as I go, and then when I do find the ones I need, I have a set of calipers. I can check the heads and make sure that they're under 2 millimeters, which is the single cohort we're going after, and then I just need to collect about 22 of them. I already found one, so we're going to go from there. I'm going to set this up so you can watch the stream, and then I'll do some more collecting. Alright, let's take a look at what we got. Well, first and foremost, I see we have a darter. Just one of the fishes that live in the streams throughout the same places that Nigronia does. We'll get that one back in the water as soon as possible. I see we're joined by a terrestrial spider. We got to check each of the leaves because Megalopter will also often be hiding under the leaves once you pull them in the kick screen. There's some small amphipods zipping around along the screen, which definitely aren't for what we're looking. Let's see, we have a net spinning caddisfly. I seem to recall this is going to have a hard time focusing on individual insects when they're small. We've got some net spinning caddisflies. I don't see any Megaloptera yet, but sometimes they take a minute or two. Oh, here's one. Okay, so we have a Megalopteran. I'm now going to set up the scope, and I got to check to see which family it belongs to. So, give you back to the stream. So that one was in Cridlus, Cridlus, which is the other subfamily that in the family Negroni is in. Conveniently, you can tell them apart by two ways. The Cridlus have these tufty gills on the underside of the abdomen, and Negronia doesn't. And Negronia has two short tubercles, almost like breathing tubes, on the back of the abdomen, and Cridlus doesn't. So by checking them, you can then see what they've got. So I'm going to end this here, and I'll start another one in a little bit after I get through a couple kick screens.